Do you think being on YouTube has brought you closer to being successful on YouTube? Let's have a seat here so you can actually see me. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be filming a Q&A. Today I'm going to be filming a Q&A. As you can see, I have the light on in here because it's a dark, gloomy day outside. But this Q&A is going to be based on 3 years on YouTube. That is insane. 3 years. Each question I will try to put on the screen. So each question that was asked, I will be placing on the screen right here. Let's jump right into it. What do you think, this is a question that I've been getting a lot, what do you think has been the most learned lesson with being on YouTube for 3 years? That is a very good question. I think the most learned lesson would need to be, always be yourself when in front of the camera. Always be yourself, always be silly, always be goofy. Never, I think this is important too, never think about what other people think about you. Always put that in the back of your mind. Take it out of your mind, place it on the back burner, whatever you want to call it. Don't think about it. Next question. How does it feel that you've made YouTube videos for 3 years? So it feels amazing. This is a short, sweet answer. It feels amazing that I've kept up with this commitment, this tradition, this way of doing things. It feels amazing that I'm able to come up with content that people like to see, that people enjoy watching. And I must say, if you are not already, be sure to subscribe to both of the channels. I have links on either side here or down below. Next question. How do you keep so positive on YouTube? Maybe to some, maybe not to all, but recently in the past year, I made this choice to disable my comments. I'm not one of those YouTube families that has a family channel that they disable their comments. I am personally doing this for my own personal protection, my own well-being on part of the YouTube community. I did this for my own well-being, my own self-worth and self-protection. Next question. Let's see. I had a whole list and I can't look at it because you guys are on the phone being filmed right now. Let's see. I don't know. Here's a good question. What do you think about filming? How do you feel about it? How do you feel being around people in public? This is a good question. It's pretty much like what I said before. Don't think about it. But if you have people that are self-conscious about themselves on camera, whether it's being photogenic, taking video, taking pictures, whatever the case may be mindful of that. Be aware of who you're filming and what you're filming. Like I said, be mindful. Why is this? Be mindful. Be smart with what you're filming. Be smart with what you're filming and allow people around you to take time to process. Allow the people around you to process what is going on, because the reality is a lot of people are not going to be comfortable with what you're doing. For example, my family does not really like being on YouTube. So I pretty much, when I'm in the house or out, I take advantage of that time when I'm out with friends or whatever to film and take that time. Be mindful. I take the time when I'm out with friends to take in those moments, take in those memories most of the time. A lot of the time, like especially now with what is going on and what this world has come to, maybe not as much because everybody is wearing a mask, everybody is protecting themselves. Next question. What is by far your favorite memory that you've made on YouTube? That's a good one. That's a very good question. By far, if I had to choose, my favorite memory would definitely need to be when I got my tattoo. When I got my tattoo 1 year ago. That would definitely need to be my favorite memory. But next question. What is by far the toughest thing that you've had to encounter while being on YouTube? If I had to choose, one of the toughest things would be knowing when to film and knowing not when to film. So in other words, if I'm around my family, I choose really not to film because they're not into being filmed. It's only me, that is, so I take that into consideration and respect their privacy. Next question. I'm trying to think of really, really good questions. What is my favorite memory? I did that. Trying to think of good questions, trying to amp up the anticipation with questions. What's the worst thing that you filmed? Probably the worst thing that I filmed would need to be, I think I filmed this over a year ago. I think it was 2018 or something. I was at the doctor's office, and you guys might remember the vlog. I had to get a pap smear done. It was time to do it. And those, especially just personally for me, are extremely, extremely painful. Let's see. What do I wish I filmed that did not get filmed? Honestly, I want to say that's a tough question, but not, because there were times where I would have liked to film, but at the time of the moment, I'm happy that I didn't. I was just able to live in the moment. Do you think being on YouTube has brought you closer to being successful on YouTube? To be honest, yes and no. And the reason why I say yes and no is because there has been highs and there has been lows being on YouTube. I have made, not even just sacrifices, but I have made choices in order to make my YouTube journey safer, more fun, more enjoyable. I say yes because I have made it so that it's safer and more fun and more enjoyable, but I also say no because, I mean, you're gonna get judged, you're gonna get talked to, comments, this and that. To be honest, it's what works for you. It's what works for you and the way that you are filming, whether it's your family, whether it's yourself, whether it's like you're a college student and you're filming, or you're a family and you're filming content of your family, or whatever the case may be. Do you ever wish that you started YouTube sooner than in 2017? No. I have to say no. I only say no because I like that even though tragically we ended up where we are because a tragic and unknown situation, I feel that this was better to start filming now than before. Only because at the time, in my other home at the time, it was very chaotic. There was so many people. We lived in a house of 8. I believe it was a family of 8. So at the time, it was very chaotic, and I don't think, if I wanted to start filming then, I don't think I would have been as successful as I am now, because now I have the time to do it. I have the space to do it, whereas before I had no chance. I think I'm only going to answer a few more questions because I'm running low on fuel. I have not eaten lunch yet, and it's almost 1:30, so let's see if I can pick out any good questions. Are you happy with where you are right now in your YouTube journey? That's a good question. Yes, I do have to say yes. I'm happy with where it's going and that I'm growing at a slow but knowledgeable pace, I feel like. I have to admit there has been hardships and there has been low points and high points and all of that, But that is the point of doing something that you enjoy and engaging in something that you didn't think you would be into before. It's a learning curve. You have to learn, you have to process the roll with the punches. You have to process where this life change is going to take you in your life. You have to process the go point and the stop point. That's just how it goes. I think that is where I'm going to end this Q&A. I'm hoping that I got enough footage to make this a bit longer than the last few videos that have been for Vlogtober. All in all, I hope that you guys enjoyed celebrating 3 years on YouTube. Let's make it to 5, let's make it to 10, let's make it to 20, let's do whatever. When the time comes, when the time is right, the time will come. When the time is right, the day will come, and we'll see where we are then. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next October video. Bye, you guys.